we're going to start this plot with some Chinese people and then kind of not address that for these 2 episodes until the finale of the show, and then we're going to bring it back for a whole pirate battle.
Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Yarg. Coming this summer.
We're talking Our Flag Means Death.
Season 2.
Just started last week and it's happening.
Action!
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like it's already, we could have lasted a month, into the season, and now it's already over, and it's been a week.
Yeah,
so
5 episodes. They debuted with 3.
And then the next batch is 2,
And
which
the final
just
batch
dropped.
is going to be 3?
Probably. They're probably just going to drop, because there'd be no sense to drop 2 and then the finale.
A finale to really draw the...
It can't end next week. That's not enough.
That's
you know what I
what
mean?
they're going to do then.
Fuck. That sounds like, to me, they're just dumping it, though. You know what I mean? Like, they're just throwing it on HBO Max.
To me,
like,
it would be less dumping if they hold a finale. If they dump all 3, then that to me is like a dumping. If they try some snaky stuff and they're like, gotta wait a whole other week, then that means
they want people to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this definitely seems like they should have just dropped the whole thing at once, to be honest. I would have liked that, because getting stalled out and these, like, it's weirdly edited too, because like the first 3 episodes are like an in-between to season 1 and 2. And then it's like we get these 2 episodes, which is just like back to normal, like back to normal dumb pirate adventures.
Well, it's almost written like they're not sure if they're going to get a 3rd season or not. So they went ahead and squeezed like a second season in the beginning of the 2nd season, and then shifted into a 3rd season in the middle of the 2nd season, because that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, season 2 is 3 episodes, and now we're in season 3. Yeah,
that's what
it
is feels
unfortunate.
Like.
Yeah,
which I'm not complaining, because I mean it picks right up. It goes right where it was, and they don't waste any time getting I'm happier with this than having a whole season of them not talking to each other.
That's
and then
true.
trying to do
That's
that.
what I thought we were gonna get.
No,
yeah, because they sprinkled that through the whole trailer to make you think it's like that's the whole season is them trying to get back.
He's gonna be chasing Blackbeard, but no, they're we're 3 episodes. It's all solved.
Yeah, obviously, but like it's good payoff.
Yeah,
for season 1.
I mean, I'm impressed. I think it's better. I think it's so far I've enjoyed it probably even more than season 1. I like the fact that we're getting into some of the characters, like really into them and the stuff that.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time with the crew in these episodes, and we get like the combination of like Blackbeard's crew from season 1 and like the crew of the Revenge. Now we're just like one
merged
big,
together.
like Fang and Izzy.
And they all love each other.
Yeah, they're all like
now.
buds. Yeah, yeah. No, this show paying off the first season ending without really like them discussing it. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, and then that thing happened, and now I'm fine, and, like, the episode happened, and now that's all resolved.
Which,
and
to me, means that they'll have little fights
on.
throughout, because they still didn't really, like,
Resolve
they only half addressed everything, so I feel like you'll still get little bumps, which is fine, because if it's too perfect, then what's the point of the show?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
the season premiere of 2 was probably the strongest episode. So, the coat episode was pretty funny.
The which one?
Where the coat. Where it gets like the demon possessed.
That's what I'm saying. That felt like a
Yeah.
weekly romp adventure episode in a good way. Like I felt like I was watching Doctor Who, but for pirates.
Comedy on a pirate ship. Yeah, literally. I would take that.
Stumble across a cursed ship, and then wacky things unfold.
Yeah. No,
and the end is funny as hell. Like, what do you want from us? Just take the coat. Feel the coat.
Yeah, yeah. Here you go. And he like he has like a
backsies.
coat rack or like a hanger on it. And he like puts it on there. Yeah. No, like that and the pilot or the premiere was probably my highlight episodes.
I loved the first episode too, but I think the episode before the cursed one, episode 4, where
episode 4 was really good
he
too.
runs into the 2 old like girls he used to have on his crew or whatever, and they're basically him and Steve in the future, and they're miserable because they retired from pirating.
Yeah, so they only get off by like poisoning each other and stabbing each other. Yeah, that's really fucking funny.
It was good. Yeah,
yeah, with just injury and pain. Yeah, I'd probably say this is stronger than season 1 for sure. So
honestly,
far,
there's a couple episodes of season 1 that meander too much. They kind of just kind of like
if season 1 was like 20 episodes and like
fine.
it just had like slack off episodes where it was just like
it was weird.
What are oranges? We gotta go find oranges.
Yeah.
Like
it's like it was feeling itself out for the first half of the first season to really try to get where they wanted to go.
How
it
many
ranks up.
shows? I need a tally. How many shows that are in the past go? I've invented this new thing with peanuts, and I'm gonna call it not the thing that it's called, but something else. I'm like,
yeah, but I like how they went a different way with the curse being like people have peanut allergies because they've never had
nobody else
good food.
is getting affected by the curse,
right?
Allegedly,
unless you have an allergy. And
yeah.
instantly he's like, oh, you have a peanut
There's
allergy.
like at one point where he's just crushing peanuts at the table, and he's like, I don't know what you're on about, you know.
Yeah, and Steve's like,
I love these
have you ever had
things.
peanuts
Yeah,
before?
he's
Because you probably legumes can kill you if you're allergic. Lies. He's
Uh,
blaming the bean.
I almost said Reese Bonnet. Reese Darby
Reese
is
Darby.
probably one of the funniest dudes
He's amazing.
ever. Yeah.
Him
He's
and Taka's
hilarious in the
chemistry
show.
is amazing.
There's like one part where he's like, you got to use your mean voice. And he's like, you stop it. You stop it now because I'm your captain.
Yeah, that captain
And
scene
then
was
somebody
funny.
just like yells like, quiet. And he's like, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. This show sets up. We've already set up the finale of the show, or the season. I think with like they do some like the queen of the
They're
pirates,
bringing back
like,
the queen of the pirates.
which she wasn't
I liked her.
great in the first episode she was in. Like the first
No,
introduction,
she's
I
just
was
like selling soup or whatever. I like
Yeah,
her. I
but-
didn't really like her right hand, her first mate lady, the weird one.
She had one good scene where she gives like Buttons the like transmit. She's like,
Oh, sea witch! I knew you would return. Yeah, that was funny. Buttons. I was so mad that they wrote him off. Like that's it. Like I was looking at IMDb, there's no more. And same with Swedes.
Swede.
I love that guy. He was hysterical, man. Like okay, they're definitely going darker and a little more serious this
That's
season.
what I'm saying. Like they're wrapping up characters. Like they are. Like they did they have a proposal in the
To be
last
fair,
episode. You know,
That's
like
how pirate stuff works, though. Like the crews are constantly changing,
That's
so I
true.
feel like they're trying to, and they drop
true.
those things like, "Hey, it's just pirating. If you don't
we
like
did
it,
get Blackbeard's crew. Like we replaced Swede and Buttons for Izzy and Fang, and
It's
like
true.
the new
there's too many people."
the girl or whatever. I don't know her name.
Yeah, the other
Charlie,
girl, yeah.
Astrid,
Yeah.
Archie. Archie, I think is the name. Yeah.
I like that. And now of course I'm forgetting his name. No one who talks like.
Oh yeah, he's in the
Um,
Batman movie with Robert
yeah,
Pattinson.
I don't know why I'm.
Yeah,
Izzy.
That's
Izzy.
his voice, by the way.
No, I know,
That's
yeah,
just what
yeah.
that dude sounds like.
I love how he's getting a redemption slowly. Like you're starting to finally see that he is like, I have been a piece of shit.
Yeah,
my
the
entire
beginning
life.
of the season was fucking rough.
Yeah.
with like Blackbeard and like
It's insane.
all of them.
Get your
like,
foot out.
with
Another
the
toe.
Even the black dude is obsessed with the cats. He's like got the claws, you know, because he's always talking about they call your eyes out, man. Those cats, you know. Yeah,
That part on the boat, he literally goes
yeah.
and back down. So stupid. I love
Yeah.
it.
No, we could go on and on about each joke. There's one in the cursed episode. They're like, oh no, curses aren't real. We're men of science. They're like, got to thank the fairies though for
Oh,
the
yeah.
bread.
Leave out the bread,
yeah,
extra bread for the
you know
first, like-
fairies are real. Totally fairies.
You
yeah.
mean yeast?
Yeah. They're like, no fairies. Yeah. So fucking funny. There's just like so many like asides.
This is like the first episode or first season I liked because it was like a little bit different. The concept was cool. It was like
now we're in the world.
this is like, but they come at you now with jokes that are just so
And now they're like
funny.
pirates now.
Mhm.
They're not just like knitting or like we got to get fruit from
Right.
an island store.
Now they're trying
and
to
that's a
actually
whole
be pirates,
episode.
yeah.
Now it's like avast and they're like dueling. They even do like a cutaway bit. Like they're on the ship and like me and you, we did that back-to-back thing. That was pretty crazy, right? Like, and they didn't show the fight or anything. Like, oh my god, dude, fucking. Yeah, I would say so far it's probably at a solid 8 out of 10. It is.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm
and climbing. So
super happy.
I kind of don't hope they dump all 3 episodes next week, but then again, I kind of hope they do, and then immediately announce season 3.
I think we're getting 2 and then 1.
If Max is smart, they will decide that as a show that they probably want to fucking keep, depending
Well, yeah,
on
'cause
how
it-
this
It
ends.
checks all the check marks. You got it's controversial because it's got Taka. It's LGBTQ, but it's a pirate show. It's also crude.
One Piece.
It's also you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So it's kind of like they've got the whole thing covered.
It's like a rated R
and
comedy
the reviews
show.
are amazing.
Yeah,
So-
it's the greatest romantic comedy ever. Yeah,
And it's weird. That's what I'm, and I know like some people don't like it because of that. Like there's a bunch of gay people on there, but
it's so fucking funny.
The
The
show's
back and forth
amazing.
of the lisp dude and like the
Black Bill or whatever.
Black Pete.
Black Pete. I mean,
Yeah,
Black
and then
Pete.
the boy or whatever the other one is.
Yeah, that was Rat Boy. That
So-
was oh my god.
so fucking funny, dude. So funny. Them like, babe, and he's like with the lisp, like, oh my fucking
Babe, you're not
god.
even looking at me,
yeah,
babe.
he's like, why don't you could draw me like this? He's like, you're looking at me, but you're looking through me. And he's like, you draw me with Blackbeard's face, a sunflower
Yeah,
with
a
black.
a
Is
dog.
this a puppy?
Yeah, a
with
puppy with-
Blackbeard's face?
The show analyzes trauma really well.
Yeah.
And that's what's really
Yeah.
crazy about the show is like as zany, as stupid as it is, it takes like the trauma stuff like real seriously. Like when Rat Boy, like he's like, yeah, I push you over. That'd make everything better. Yeah, let me push you over. And then he throws him over and he's like, I don't feel any better.
Yeah. That did nothing.
And then like Byron's like, you good now?
He's like hanging off the
yeah.
ladder.
Have you come to terms with your grief? And he's like just yelling at you on the side of the boat.
Yeah, no, the show is 8 out of 10 for me and climbing for sure. Go watch so we get a season 3.
Please, everyone, watch
God.
it. Just put it on.
I know
put it
Max
on
doesn't have a lot right now.
No, it's
and
their
House
show.
of the Dragon, I don't think has any announcements of it coming back anytime soon.
Yeah,
maybe.
the strike is still technically going on.
Shit.
As of today, as of this morning, they've hit some kind of snag in last-minute signings because the studios don't want to give up the 2. It's like it's 2% right now. They're arguing over.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Just come off Hollywood.
they don't feel the actors deserve that. It's like shut up and just give them the money.
Give them money, man. Yeah, people need their entertainment, so they don't bitch about other things. Anyway.
Yeah, I did at least an 8.5. I'm sad it's only 8 episodes. I want the thing to be 15, 20, 30
yeah,
episodes.
it's almost over. Like we get 3 fucking episodes, and I'm like, but it just came back. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if it ends next week, we'll be back to, I guess, finish it off the week after.
I
'cause
guess.
it's like Thursdays when it
Well,
drops.
if it ends next week, we should have just fucking save
Waited.
this episode and cut on a little bit, at the end.
Well, the crappy part is it debuts on Thursdays.
If it ends next,
it does
oh,
Thursday.
yeah,
So
you're
even
right.
our Wednesday normal wrap up, we'll have to throw like probably Loki or whatever on there.
Shit.
So
Yeah, Loki review coming soon. Loki's on par, I think.
yeah, most reviews say it's more of season 1.
Season 1.
Which is fine.
It's just like it feels like there was no season break, and this is just like episode 9
okay
or
with
whatever, and it's perfect.
The budget for this, people are bitching. It's 140 million, but that's less than Secret Invasion.
All right, guys. Loki review coming soon. Our flag means death. Go watch. Do it. Yarg.
Off-mid, or flag means death. Off-mid, of-mid. It looks cool written abbreviated. It just does the
OFMD.
It just
Our
looks
flag
cool.
means death. Yeah.
Off a bridge.
I want to do like a dubstep, like very, very Darrison to scratch that, reverse it.
Scratch, reverse it.
Reverse it. Scratch out, reverse it.
I'm Willy Wonka. Why do I sound like this?
Yeah.
I've got candy.
I'm like Candy Sanders.